Welcome to my newest project. This is a long 1199 Alpha 3-point backhoe attachment, and this is going to be some restoration videos of this thing that's been sitting for about 20 years in this guy's backyard. So enjoy the videos as I make them. What is up, people? So this is a backhoe that I purchased. It was all in one piece. I've started working on it already, but it's obviously going to need some work. Maybe replacing the cylinders. All the hoses need replaced, obviously. And then the bucket needs to either be repaired or replaced. But some of this metal is pretty thick, so I think we'll make it work. I've got some sheet metal laying around that I can probably, some 1/8" sheet metal that I can probably fix the bucket with. We'll see though. So I've gotten some stuff taken apart. Right now I'm working on the swing arms, and I've gotten the lift arm off for the legs. Obviously that's pretty bad. I'm going to see if I can fix it with some JB weld, get the rust pitted out of there. And I'm replacing the O-rings. I found out that my Napa down the road has a hydraulic shop, so, but as you can tell, these are, I think I can reuse this one. Yeah. So I've got some of the hydraulic lines off, labeled where they go, what their lengths are. I've been buying some of the lengths. This was where the control valves were. I've already taken that apart. I'll show that in another video. This thing is definitely a project. I picked it up for about 550 bucks. And right now my biggest concern, everything else can be replaced pretty easily. All these cylinders can be replaced if I needed to, and all the lines and the controls. I already got a set of controls coming that they're not the exact same, but they should be able to be modified to fit. But these swing cylinders are what's going to be an issue. So I'm able to find some of the parts, but these things are just, I don't know, this one's really bad. Rust inside of it. So I'm going to rehone the tubes, replace the seals. Probably have to fix some of this stuff, but this one's not too bad. But it's just a weird setup. It's got a metal sleeve inside of it, and then this is like a I can't find, similar to this but larger. It's just a little ring for bushing instead of a rubber, and it doesn't have a packing in the back with a bunch of seals in it like a normal one would. And then I got to figure out how to replace that. I'm probably going to grind that off and re-weld a fitting on it. Unless this thing is just too gone. But I've already tried to remove these bolts on this side. I heated it. I've been hitting it with penetrating oil. I broke a breaker bar that I have. You can see right there, I snapped the breaker bar end off. So I bought a bigger breaker bar today, so we'll see. But yeah, these just all need gone through. They're all pretty bad. A lot of these are broken, so we'll see. I'll probably get rid of these pedals and turn these were what shifted it left and right. So I'll probably keep the pedals there, but the left and right, or sorry, these aren't the left and right. These were for the legs to go up and down. I'll just put those with hand controls in the middle, and then redo all this. They obviously redid this a while ago. You can see where they cut this. I'm not a huge fan of that. Since I'm getting rid of the control module, I've got that piece of sheet metal over there. So I'll probably end up cutting a triangle out of this and welding it back in. I don't know, that just seems kind of janky to me. I wouldn't trust it to do any heavy digging. Like I said, this rod's pretty pitted. This one's actually in decent shape, but I can't get it apart right now. I used a come along and I was trying to pull it out, and it's just not budging. So I may just have to take this down to the machine shop or down to the hydraulic place at Napa and see if they can rebuild it for me. But everything else I want to try and do myself. And just get this thing back operational. It's one of the biggest issues that I've been running into. So it's a long 1199 Alpha, and one of the biggest issues is this brand doesn't exist anymore. I guess it was bought out by some Indian company, Farm Track or something like that, or Track Farm. I think it was Farm Track. And they actually produced a model that looked very similar to this. It was like the 4010, but you just can't find parts. You can't find anything. It also looks like they upgraded the controls to like a more modern control as well. So we'll see. I've seen some stuff where they repair some mild rust and pitting on these with JB Weld. I don't expect it to be the end-all, be-all, but I think it'll get it operational at a minimal cost. I'd like to only have, like, I don't know, maybe $1,500 into this whole thing and get it running again and, like, efficiently effective. But we'll see. I'll just kind of record my progress throughout. I'm going to keep trying to get these things off. One option, if I can't get this stuff needed to rebuild these, I'm going to potentially cut the tubes out and then re-weld just regular dual action pistons. So these are single action. There is no other side, there's just that one. So you push one control, it pushes it back, swings it one way. You push the other control, it pushes it the other way, swings the other way. And then the flow, it's almost like one large cylinder, but it's in two pieces. So it has that back and forth motion just with two separate cylinders. So what I may do is try and cut that out, and then just weld a new cylinder in there and have dual action where it just pushes it forward and backwards to turn it. And I was looking, I may be able to find, like, I think Case or Ford, the Ford backhoes, I may be able to do something where I replace this cylinder, but the heads sit a lot closer, so I may have to, like, hook into here. But the way, I don't know, the way it's set up, I'd probably have to cut this crossbar out right there so that they could turn, they could pivot in different angles. I really don't know. I don't know what my options are, but there are other cylinders that are just single valve flow. That is an option. I don't know if that would be the best option, but it is an option, I guess. I'll just have to play around with it. That's the only point of contention with this thing right now, is that you just can't find parts. You can't find a new cylinder that just bolts right in. And given the type of cylinder this is, it just, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We'll just put it that way. So yeah, I'll keep working on this. This was I used this to get this on the trailer, so that was fun. I started with the bucket, and then I moved this thing over there, and then hooked up to that side, and started dragging it up, trying to get it on the bed. So that was fun. It took me about 4 hours to get this entire thing. It's probably about a 2,500 pound piece of equipment, and it took all of this little thing's effort to get it up there. But yeah, Harbor Freight. See, I even smashed one of the wheels trying to get it. But yeah, we'll kind of go over the controls. I may tear the controls apart just to see what's inside of them. If it's just O-rings, I may actually be able to reuse them. If it's anything different, then I'm probably going to have to... I'll probably just go with the controls that I have, just for simplicity purposes. But yeah, so 1 1/8. But this is what I was talking about. Just snapped it right off. Clean off. So I've got, like I said, I've got a larger breaker bar, a 3/4 inch breaker attachment. I need to go buy one of these in 3/4 inch. And then I'll just keep going at this thing with heat and penetrating oil and, I don't know, sheer force, I guess. But that's all for now. I'll keep you guys updated on how this project prevails or fails. And maybe in a few months I'll have a video of this thing in action. So yep, that's where we're at, and like I said, I'll keep you guys updated. Later.